Alrighty, good morning, beautiful people. So I guess this week's my week to tell you what a day in the life of Molly is like. I'm pretty boring, especially right now, being on maternity leave. There's not really much that I'm doing except taking care of a baby. But I'm trying to get things done around the house, and so I'll kind of show you some of the things I've been working on and go from there. Hopefully it's interesting. I'll kind of talk to you about my breastfeeding journey a little bit on the way, just because that's also what I'm doing, is from feeding a baby but pumping to feed that baby. Right now it's 6:30 in the morning. I got up about 5 o'clock so that I could pump before the kids would get up. And I'm just sitting here watching Griffin, who's falling asleep in his little bouncer, and thinking about suctioning his nose because both of our kids, again, are sick. Let's talk a little bit about how we suction their nose. So as a previous pediatric nurse, I used to work in the emergency department at Children's Hospital. We'd always have kids coming in with RSV and sicknesses, especially during viral season. And we always had to suction their nose. So for me, when we were started having kids and knew that they were going to be getting sick, I was like, I need a good way of suctioning their nose. You know, there's a lot of things on the market right now. Nose Frida has, the manual suctioner that you kind of hook up to your own mouth and you suck out the boogers. That one does okay. I use that one a little bit more on Griffin just so that there's not so much pressure like with the suction through his nose because he's so little. I knew we needed something that was really going to get those boogers out and be satisfying, because once you get those boogers out, they feel so much better, especially in Griffin, who he breathes through his nose, so he has to have that clear so that he can eat and sleep and all that stuff. I found something called the NoseBot. Is this little device. This is a medical grade suction at home, and I love this thing. This has been everything I've been looking for in a suctioner. It has 3 speeds. It has 2 different connections to the top here, one for Conrad and one for Griffin. And what's nice about this is that the one for Griffin is a little bit smaller for his tiny nose. What you want to do if you are suctioning a child, especially one that has a lot of boogers, is you always want to put some nasal saline of some sort in their nose first. I've used a couple different brands. This is just one we have on hand right now. It kind of loosens up all the boogers, and then you can start suctioning. It just helps loosens everything up and you get a lot out. So that's going to be my morning. I don't know if you can kind of hear right now. Hear his boogers ever so slightly. Before I go wake up Conrad, I'm probably going to suction his nose and then get it ready for Conrad to suction his nose before school so that he is all clear kind of before that. All right, well, that's my day or morning so far. I'll touch back soon. Sorry about my hair. It's a mess this morning. This is mom life right here. See all the boogers. Gross. So I took Conrad to school, and I've been back for a little while now. I had to feed Griffin. We feed Griffin roughly every 2 hours to try to kind of fill his tank so that he sleeps through the night. He finally just pretty much slept through the night last night. Jay said that he did make a couple of noises last night, but it wasn't anything that we had to get up and soothe him or anything, and he didn't need soothing until about 4:30 this morning. He wanted his Nook, so I would say that was a sleep through the night for the first time, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, we feed him about every 2 hours just to what we call fill his tank so that he's not hungry at night and doesn't wake up at night. So I did that, but now it's time to pump. I have a new pump called the Elvie. I used a portable pump at work last year, or when I had Conrad, called the Willow Go, and I still have that one. I had just gotten this one at a good price from a friend, so I'm trying it out here at home a little bit just to see how I like it. I tried it yesterday. I'm still not really convinced at how I feel about it. I'm gonna try it here again today. I pump roughly every 2 to 3 hours, sometimes a little bit longer depending on the kids or what's going on. That has been working for me. You know, you have to be careful going too long early in the beginning because it can affect your supply. I also stop pumping in the middle of the night. I kind of pump if Griffin wakes up, and since he didn't wake up last night, I didn't pump in the middle of the night, and I've been doing that, not really waking up in the middle of the night the last few nights, probably for about the last week or so, as Griffin has kind of been sleeping a little bit longer and just needing a little bit of soothing and not necessarily fully waking up and needing a feed or anything. And my supply has been okay. I've seen a little bit of a decrease, you know, in the mornings the last couple days, so we'll kind of just monitor that to make sure that it's not going, you know, too low. Overall, my supply has gone down like for that first pump in the morning, but I've maintained the same amount roughly throughout the day or by the end of the day. So I'm kind of just putting my pump together right now, making sure that all the parts are in, and then I'm going to put them in. So I'll let you know how it works after I pump. I pump for roughly about 20 minutes. So I'll let you know how it goes. So a little recap on my pumping session with the LV. So I don't think I really mentioned LV is a portable pump. So you're not connected to a like big machine, which I'll show you later because I'll pump with that one later. They are the motor and the collection cups for the milk all sits inside your bra. My Willow Go was like this. This is just a new different brand called the LV. This is the third time I've used it now. It's okay. I'm getting good response from it, which was part of some of the reviews I read where some people couldn't get a good suction. The last 3 times I've gotten good suction very easily. I don't have to mess with it. A feature that I like is that once the collection cups are full, around like 4 or 5 ounces, it stops. So you can't overfill and spill, which I had problems with my Willow Go. But sometimes I produce more than 4 or 5 ounces, especially in my like morning pump after my pump with like my wall pump or my big pump, my primary pump as they like to say. So I'm not really sure. So right now this time they stopped because they were full and I only had about 14 minutes, where usually I pump around 20 minutes and I get, you know, whatever I get out of that time is usually when my breasts are empty of the milk or pretty close to it. So I know I probably had more milk in there. And Griffey was fussy, so I didn't have time to like stop and empty them and then like re-put them on, which I've, you know, read reviews where people do and said it's really not too bad if you have to only do it once. But like at work, I'm thinking is going to be kind of cumbersome to do that, especially because I'm pumping right at my desk that's open to, you know, the world. And so to have to stop, maybe run to the bathroom, turn around, find a quiet, you know, a secluded space to empty them and then come back and put them in. I don't have time for that. So I'm just not really sure how I feel about them. I think they work really well. It's just I don't think they just might not be for me because of the collection cups are so small. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. So these are my pumps. So you can see the milk is still in there. You know, they're full for the most part. I'm going to see how accurate it really was from my reviews. It seems like it's pretty accurate that there's probably about 4 or 5 ounces in each. So not bad. Like I said, I don't hate it. I just don't know that it's going to be right for me. Just things to figure out. The reason I switched, or you know, I'm trying these ones is my Willow Go always seems to like crack and break where the part of the collection cup kind of sits on, and those things are expensive. They're like $300 for the 2 pumps, and I don't know if I want to keep messing with it. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just trying some different things out. So this is my life. I sit, I feed Griffin, I pump, and try to figure out what's going to work for me when I go back to work in a few weeks. So I don't know. I hope that's information that somebody can use and, you know, is interesting to somebody. This is what I do in the day of a life of a stay-at-home mom right now, taking care of a little buddy and trying to produce some milk so he can eat. That's where I'm at. It's almost time to feed Griffin again. Can you believe it? It's only been an hour. I got another hour, I think. I don't know. That's why I track it. I gotta double check. I'll kind of keep you updated, show you my next pumping session, which will be my primary pump, and talk a little bit about primary versus secondary pumps for you guys. I've done a lot of research over the last 2 years of having these babies, and so I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge about it. So hopefully I can help one of you guys out here in the future if you're ever needing to pump. All right, so we're at lunchtime now. Griffey just ate again. He's laying on his lovely PlayStation, and I'm getting my lunch ready. Starting off with my Metamucil. Jay's on this big old health kick and learning about all this health stuff, and so we are acting like old people and drinking our Metamucil every day to help our gut health. For lunch, it's a Mediterranean chicken salad that I whipped up together yesterday. So it has chicken, butter lettuce, and cucumbers, and tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, and then some lentils. Yeah, you eat it with tzatziki sauce. So hopefully it's good. We haven't had it before, but I feel like anything with tzatziki sauce is pretty dang good in my opinion. So I'm gonna go eat lunch and probably do a couple things around the house. I put away some stuff from Griffin. We had a snoo. If you've never heard of a snoo, SNOO, go look it up. It's a bassinet that moves when your kids are crying. Both of our kids didn't like it. Don't really know why, but it's worked wonders for a lot of other people. But I packed that up today. Just doing some organization stuff. Gonna go eat lunch. Enjoy your lunch, people. So I just thought I'd highlight really quick how I created this salad. So I used rotisserie chicken from Costco, which is underneath all of this stuff. Kind of just heated it up in a pan, and I put some pepper, salt, oregano on it for like the Mediterranean style. Cooked some lentils, then just cut up everything to keep it all like separate, especially so that the lettuce doesn't get all wilty and things. I separated into this container. So I had the chicken here with the lettuce on top, all the vegetables over here, and the lentils in the separate little thing over here with some feta cheese on top. I just dumped it all in the bowl, and I'm gonna mix her up, add a little bit of our tzatziki sauce, and go ahead and go eat.
How was your day, babe?
Why don't you ask our viewers? They should be watching this. It was good.
I want to put it in there chronologically. Molly is apparently doing a POV vlog today. And yeah, I don't know what footage she got, but I'm sure it was so good because I'm editing it right now.
I might have to add some because I said I was going to do certain things and I didn't.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
Wink, wink, wink.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. All right, well, tonight we are working out again in the gym and doing the do. Today's bench chest day, chest and tries, and then we're going to do some clean presses and, yeah, get it going. And I am actually on a meeting right now, too, so that's going to be going on in the background. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah! Go. Oh, I got the tail end of the shocks.
It was only a warm-up, babe.
That was only a warm-up?
There was part of this when I like couldn't get it to focus on something, and I just wanted to grab it and be like...
So yesterday, I'll probably throw some of the footage on here from my iPhone, but we had a pretty monster back squat day yesterday, and Molly was just freaking tearing it up. She finally did a plate, but she has done a plate before, like 164, I think was her max back squat. But we were freaking killing it yesterday, so I'm going to throw it. So we're going to throw that footage in right meow. So yeah, we're gonna continue doing it. The human toilet, human puke rag, and everything, because my son puked on me and pooped on me and coughed in my face while I was feeding him. I love you, Griffin. Molly made dinner tonight. What did you make, Molly? Oh, cover your boobies.
Can you see them?
Kinda.
I made the bagel thingies that you had for lunch last week.
So there's an everything bagel with over hard egg. It looks like Molly made the garlic herb cheese spread with bacon crumble bits, right? Any cheese in here?
No.
That's fire. Yesterday was the first time in my career I cemented 5 crowns in one day. It was nuts.
That's crazy.
Payday! Tomorrow I'm back in Whitewater full day. Strapping somebody up tomorrow. Putting some braces on somebody tomorrow.
No, it's cool. You haven't done that in a while.
Been a while, yeah. Gotta hook up the air pump. Just one that I bought off Amazon that you just connect to your car lighter, or what used to be a car lighter. Pumps your tires. I've had somewhat problems with my other car because I would lose air from one of the tires because I got a nail in it. And so I bought this just in instance because I drive so far for work that I never want to get, stuck on the side of the road with a flat tire or a less than ideal PSI. Bought this thing, and I'm going to use this to fill up my tires, because the rental car company didn't fill up my tires enough. Alright, last routine of the day. We're crossing.
Which I have to remind you to do every night.
Ollie does a pretty good job flossing. We have an episode about things that irk us, and if you didn't watch it, it's last week's episode number 39. And one of the things Molly hates is when I go like this. And what that does is, like, I have spaces between my teeth, so then I'll do that, and then I'll sometimes they'll like fly out and like hit Molly. She gets really upset when I do that. Toothbrush of choice for a dentist. I kind of flip-flop, I'll be honest. I was using Sonicare. I went to the dark side for a little while. But then I switched back to the Oral-B IO because I got it for free from my rep. And so I will say, now that I know how to brush with the IO, this is my toothbrush. Oh my, 2 minutes with your toothbrush, guys. And the IO is easy. You want to hold it and go. Right? Wow. Oh crap, it's dripping. Right? Next tooth. Right? Alright. Alright, so Molly's going to demonstrate how to clean your electric toothbrush. Something that I just learned how to do.
The head off. You rinse out the bottom. So you see these little holes? There's water going through them. And then you do the same thing with the top. There's holes in the top for a reason. So rinse it all out. Get all that saliva out of there. And then you just lightly sit it back on with a space in between and let it rest for the night. You won't get all that caked up junk underneath there that I used to get.